what are we about to do?
So we just randomly decided to book this room, and we're about to investigate it before we go and investigate our other 3 locations tonight.
Yeah, we're at the Farnsworth House Inn right now.
Farnsworth House Inn, and we're in the McFarlane room.
McFarlane room? I believe it's on our keys. Let's see here. The McFarlane room. Yep. There we go. Sorry.
So we're in the McFarlane room, and we only have a little bit, so we're just gonna try to get the vibe in here. I'm already getting vibes.
Yeah.
That closet has been really creeping me out this entire time.
Yep.
It doesn't feel negative necessarily. It just feels heavy.
Dude, this whole town is heavy.
The whole
There's
town
just
is
so
heavy.
much devastation and
people
devastation. People deceased. I know. That's why I started recording before we even like fully set up, because you're talking about how much you have chills. You had chills down in the shop when we were talking about.
Listen, there's a little boy here. I think his name is Jeremy. And I'm pretty sure the room that he passed away in is right there. When we were down there and she was telling us about him, one side of me was hot and the other side of me was cold, and I had chills only up to here. I don't remember how old he was. Maybe we can go back and ask after.
Well, also too, this specific video, if we end up putting a single Farnsworth house video out, we'll have our investigation before we go to the first 3, and probably a chunk after.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna come back here later tonight after we investigate 3 other places. So.
Yeah, and maybe even our morning for the breakfast spot.
Yeah, we might even stay the whole night.
It's only going to be us in there because we had to put a time slot.
It might be.
And that was the surgery suite, so we can even do some EVPs in the morning.
Probably, yeah. So, dude, this is crazy.
It is. So let's just get to it.
We're going to get into it. Guys, we're so excited. This is going to be crazy. I don't even have my camera on a rig. It's such a small place. I'm just going to hold it for this one. We're going to set up a little bit of equipment right now, and we're just going to start getting to it. So,
let's do it.
Get ready.
I am, in fact, going to put the REM pod on. We're not going to use it too much because it is a hotel, but they did say that we could.
They did say we could during the day. We're going to put this phone on airplane mode. We're going to run Spirit Talker app, see if anything comes through there.
Okay.
Okay, guys, so right now, let's see what it... Right now we've got a base reading of a 3.3. We just turned this on, and this millimeter's already getting readings.
So that's pretty interesting.
Honestly, that doesn't surprise me at all, because that probably is because this whole area is so charged.
Yes.
So there is literally a base level of 2.3 right now. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of far away. So we're just going to treat that as the base. But to be honest, that is already pretty weird.
It is.
So we have the Spirit Talker running. We're going to just try and ask some questions. I'm going to back up a little bit so I can get you in the shot. And we got some cat balls. Yeah, we got some cat balls. Here, I'm going to show you guys where we got them. We got one in this chair in case something moves. We got one on that windowsill over there. And we have one on the desk really far up there in front of the TV. Lexi's sitting over here. We're just chilling on the bed in our room in the Farnsworth House Inn. Which
is interesting. You know what? Yours. After you just said our room.
It's our room, yes.
Thank you. It is ours for the night. Why do I have chills?
Dude, I can't believe that is steady at a 2.2. Everywhere we go, it's always 0.
Yeah.
Our baseline's always 0. We've never gone somewhere and had a baseline be above 0.
Okay, well, with peace and love, I'm Lexi.
I'm Nick.
And we are only here with peace and love. In respect, we want to communicate with you. So if you're here with us, we would love it if you could touch one of our devices. This one, when you get near the antenna, it'll light up and make a little noise. We have some balls around the room.
3.1.
And I think that you may have just touched our millimeter here. Thank you very much. And you can use this to communicate with us. It has a bank of words, but the cat balls, if you touch them, they'll actually light up some pretty colors and just let us know that you're here. So feel free to touch any of these.
It is steady climbing right now.
Really?
3.6. Here, you want to do our 60?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Wow, guys. We never had a base of 2.2 was the base. That's what it was standing on. Now we're back at 3.5. That makes no sense. This bed has no electronics on it or anything like that. Like besides our phones.
Here.
Honestly, here?
It just said here.
Oh my god.
It's not on. I need to turn up the volume.
Oh my God! Someone's tire just fucking popped. Oh no, it was a motorcycle.
Oh,
Dude, it is during the day right now, guys.
Yeah.
But we have been told by multiple people it does not matter what time of day you are here, that some stuff will happen. Honestly, so
the lights.
There are lights that light up on there, right on this thing. If you want to touch that, just like that, it shows cool lights. So we'd love it if you could prove that you're here by us. The thing is, we can't hear or see you most of the time.
Yeah.
So if you were to go over and touch that, it would help us understand that you're here. I'm sure you've probably seen a lot of this before because a lot of people come here to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
We really just want to talk. We promise we mean nothing. We don't mean any harm or anything like that. We just want to speak with you. So feel free to touch any of those, to set the lights off, to keep talking through there. We're going to try and listen for your voice on the thing that's in Lexi's hand right here.
Yep, so this is an EVP recorder. I'm sure you've seen many of these, but this one's really special. It's pretty sensitive, but we want you to get as close as you can to it so that we can hear you clearly. We're going to ask you some questions. If there's anything else that you just want to say, feel free.
Yeah, we want to tell your story.
Yeah, so I'm going to go help us. It says.
Help us.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. You just said help us on our device. How could we help you? Would you mind please telling me what your name is so that I can address you properly? Did you used to live in this house? Did you fight in the Battle of Gettysburg?
That is climbing. It's still going.
Oh, wow.
4.8. It was all the way up to 4.9.
Okay.
All right, we'll play back.
Help us on our device. How could we help you? Would you mind?
Oh my gosh. What did it say on that?
It just said leave.
It did it?
Help us on our device. How could we help you? We can knock. Would you mind please telling me what your name is so that I can address you properly? Did you used to live in this house? Did you fight in the Battle of Gettysburg?
Dude, it said leave and then something else.
I feel like it said leave twice.
Did it say leave? And then it just said we can knock. We might be communicating with multiple people right now.
Yeah.
Maybe the kid is telling us that they can knock on stuff and they were enjoying the lights and it feels like...
We can knock. Do you remember earlier? Do you remember it during the podcast? It was like a huge bang.
Like we obviously can't attribute it 100% to being paranormal, but it did scare the crap out of us. It happened. It caught us off guard. It sounded inside the building.
And
it sounded been a door, but it kind of sounded in our room almost.
It sounded in that corner.
Yeah, it was really weird. We need to see
what's around this corner.
It was really weird. This is still reading a 4.1. This is crazy. So I honestly get the vibe that we might be speaking with the child through this device. And he's kind of interested in the other stuff. So my mic, by the way, my mic bobbles at the slightest movement. So it looks like I'm super shaking, but I'm just kind of shaking.
Listen.
We're gonna
listen again.
Yeah, we're gonna listen back.
You said help us on our device. How could we help you? Would you mind please telling me what your name is so that I can address you properly? Did you used to live in this house? Did you fight in the Battle of Gettysburg?
Wow. I don't know, dude.
I don't know. Let's try again.
Yeah, I think so. We're going to try one more time. If you told us to leave, understand that we're only going to be here for a short amount of time. We've only rented the room tonight. We probably aren't even going to stay in it the entire night, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
We might, but that's the longest you'll have to deal with us. May step foot back in the building tomorrow, but it will be in a different room if we do. But like we said, we're here with nothing but peace and love. We don't mean any harm or anything. So if you want to tell us something, Lexi's going to try and talk again.
I'd really like to know what your name is. Could you please say your name very loudly into this device? Could you tell me what your favorite color is?
Witchcraft.
We aren't here to commit any type of witchcraft, just so you know.
No. I'm really taken back by that.
Well, I think a lot of times what they could think is that we're here doing that kind of thing because they don't know what this equipment is.
Yeah.
We are not here to injure anything or do anything bad. We only want to speak with you. That is our only intention. We promise. Promise.
We just have these modern devices that make it easier for us to communicate with you. Do you have a preference?
Facts.
On which device you'd like to talk to us through?
I'd really like to know what your name is. Could you please say your name very loudly into this device? Can you tell me what your favorite color is?
What?
Kim.
On which device you'd like to talk to us through?
Nothing,
but at the beginning of it. You know what's weird too? Oh, that was just at a 3.4. This went back down. It was in the 4s. Now it's in the EMF readings here are kind of crazy. Because the fact that this is baseline is kind of sending me. I don't quite understand that.
Yeah.
We're about to leave here in a few minutes. Before we leave, if you wouldn't mind, there's a metal antenna next to that red light on the bed. If you could touch that, it would be like a way of saying goodbye to us until we come back later. Like I said, we need nothing but peace and love, no harm. All you have to do is just get close to it, and it'll set it off and make a little bit of a noise and make a little bit of a light, but it won't hurt you. It's kind of hard to listen. It said listen, which stinks because there's so much outside noise pollution right now. So I wonder if maybe they were trying to communicate with us like through our ears.
Yeah.
Which we can't really discern, like knocks and stuff like that right now, which is a shame. But maybe later, when everyone's asleep, when we come back, we'll have more luck with knocks and stuff.
Yeah.
But this is already creepy, dude.
It is.
And in the I can feel the vibe in here.
I can. It keeps like washing over.
The noise was him.
The
dude,
noise
that noise that happened during the podcast.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Look.
Full chills, dude. It's hard to see in the camera. The lighting in here is kind of wild, but. Oh my god. Look, it's down at a 1.9. Like, dude, the bass, why is the bass here too?
I don't know.
And it was climbing to 4 and it's down. We're not moving anything. Our electronics aren't going off. What was that? Was that the temp? That was the temperature on the REM.
That was the temp.
That was the temp on the REM. It just went off. So there's a temperature fluctuation on the REM. We have the air conditioning unit is off. Look, I'm even going to zoom in just so you can see. There's a green light that would be on right there. If it was on, we turned it off. We turned it off during the podcast because we did not want the noise pollution.
I feel like I'm like... Hold on. I almost feel like I...
What?
Something's here.
Someone's in the room with us?
Someone's like... Sorry.
No, I do think someone's here with us
I almost
communicating.
feel like they just like walked up on us.
If you're here with us, could you please touch the metal antenna where that red light is? Just right here. Look, I'll show you again. That's all it'll do. Won't hurt you. See, it didn't hurt me. It just lets us know that you're here with us. We feel you here. We can't see you, though. We heard you through our recorder.
Yeah.
We just won't talk. We're about to leave, though. We're going to get out of your hair for a little bit.
I'm just going to actually let this roll for just a minute. And
Ryan.
Is your name Ryan? If it is, just let us know. We're going to let the recorder roll and let you say whatever you want. We're not even going to ask you any questions. Tell us what you want.
Object.
Could be referring to many things there.
We're going to the Haunted Objects Museum.
Yeah, but I also could mean like, what is that object? What are those things? There's a lot of interpretations of that.
What do you want to know about the objects that we have. It was really odd. It was like taking up like 1 second, and then like 3 seconds would go by and it would be like 1 second.
Well, if you think about it, a lot of times it is only like a full like second, the noise. So we're gonna review. That's like a full sentence.
What do you want to know about the objects that we have?
What did that say?
Dude, I don't know. Here, can you hold this for a second?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Oh, it's so bad, the lighting. It's so bad.
It's okay. I can lighten it.
Okay. Oh,
careful.
That was me. That was me. Sorry, guys. Oh.
Okay. Okay, so the beginning says, "What are you doing?" And then I can't hear after that. What are you doing with that object in my bed? Listen. What are you doing with that object in bed?
Alive.
We are alive. Oh, dude, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. What are you doing with that object in my bed? So whoever's, like, it could be whoever's room this was. We'll have to, I think we should wrap up. I think we need to go downstairs and we need to show them these EVPs and see if they can tell us anything. Guys, we will be back in the Farnsworth house in a couple of hours. It's going to be pitch black. Bed-server. I've never ever even heard that word in my life. What does that mean? This has already been crazy, guys. We have a crazy night ahead of us. It's going to be broken up into a bunch of different videos, but we're going to get more footage from the Farnsworth house in tonight after we do our other investigations. You guys, we'll be back.
Stay tuned.
So we are eating breakfast in the Farnsworth house Inn. We've got a millimeter set up while we eat. We may do a DR60. I don't know. It looks like some people might come in here, so we'll see. We are the only people here. We're first at the moment, but there's other tables set, so this has been a weird couple of days.
Yeah, I really feel okay here, but
I do like it here.
We did pass the haunted objects.
As soon as we did.
Like,
yeah, it's a no-go. So we're going to eat some food, maybe do a little ghost hunting in here, probably go back up to the room, shoot some B-roll, do some ghost hunting, but this is crazy.
Gettysburg Day, too.
Gettysburg Day, damn. So we're going to try and just do a little bit of a DR60 while we're waiting for our breakfast. We are in the Farnsworth house in breakfast area, which was the operating room.
Yeah, this has a super dark history, actually.
Yeah.
This was the operating room, and they said that there was actually so much blood that they drilled holes in the floor.
Yeah.
And it dripped down to the cellar because the surgeons didn't want to stand in the blood.
Yeah.
But they had actually forced the owner and the occupants, a lot of which were children, down into the cellar.
Yep.
And so, because it was the safest place for them during the battle.
Yep.
And, but you can imagine there was holes in the floor and what's right under it. A lot of them got sick from that and actually passed away.
And there's a door under in the basement that has been sealed by Lorraine Warren with a sigil and apparently a mirror that is covered up. That is supposed to be a portal. So this is a really intense location too. We didn't feel as crazy.
We actually felt like weirdly like safe here.
Yeah, we didn't have as bad of vibes as we did in the other locations. We weren't here very long, but we're just gonna run a quick one. If there's anybody here with us, could you come and sit down and eat breakfast with us? If you are here, could you tell us what your name is?
Would you mind telling us what your favorite food is?
What room do you like to stay in?
What's your favorite color?
No. I don't think anything's here right now. I mean, we got a couple of spikes on our EMF detector. Mm-hmm. It went up to like a 0.8, I think was the highest. So, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe we're just going to do just one more where we don't talk. Mm-hmm. And we just let anyone who's here talk. So, and then after that, we'll probably just eat some breakfast. Yeah, we need some breakfast. All right, ready? We're going to go ahead and let this roll, and if there's anybody here, feel free to come talk to it. Tell us anything you want us to tell the world.
You know, it's interesting. That's kind of how it ticked up yesterday.
Yeah. In here, too, it kind of feels like they're like, it's almost like, what are you doing? Right. They're like, with that object. It's like they're having to like regain the energy. It's interesting. So let's see. What they're doing. Did it say again? What are you doing with that object? I don't know. So it definitely said something on this one. We're not quite sure. It said it again. It said, what are you doing with that object?
You know what it could be? It could be residual from, like, where they're doing surgery and, like, the guys are just scared and they're like, what is that?
I don't know. That's kind of weird, though, that we got the same thing twice.
Yeah. What? And that's weird because you literally
I just said after the... Yeah, I mean, I'll put it in. I said, like, how we, because it would like tick up a second, wait a second, and then tick up a second, and wait another second, and tick up. But when you listen back to it, it sounds like a full sentence.
Yeah, because it's not having the time in between.
No, that's so weird. Oh my God, that's crazy. Holy shit. Should we stop that there for now?
I think maybe we ask them what object.
Okay, yeah, we're going to ask one more thing. Could you tell us what object you're talking about?
That one was ticked up a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Tell us what object you're talking about.
The one in the basement. Oh, dude.
Is that what it just said?
Yo. Listen.
You're talking about.
Yo, that makes so much sense. The mirror, or it could be the mirror or something behind the door. Guys, listen to this. So hold on. I ask what, because that's twice now. We've got, what are you doing with that object? And I said, can you tell us what object you're talking about? And it sounds like it said the one in the basement. And there's a mirror down there. We said that's supposed to be a portal, in that door. Covered. And it's covered, and then the door has crazy stuff behind it too. We don't even know what's actually behind it. But listen to this.
Can you tell us what object you're talking about?
I can hear it from here.
Dude, that's so cool. I really like the evidence we get here. We're getting full sentence DR60s. There's definitely someone who's willing to talk here. And
they almost seem like protective.
Yeah. Maybe they're like, maybe it's not what are you, maybe it's like, what are they doing with the object in the basement? All right, I think we're gonna pause for a minute because our food's about to come out, and then we're gonna go back upstairs. So who knows? We could get some crazier stuff upstairs. So this is just crazy, guys. Holy shit!
This was in the McFarlane room. Okay, so let me get it. I don't want to. If you watch, you'll see his foot move, but watch what comes from the top corner. It's coming here in just a second.
Whoa!
Yeah, that was McFarlane, and then this one was McFarlane. Now, I've tried to debunk this, wearing the period clothing, wearing just regular clothes, trying to debunk it. Where he's standing, you know how that radiator's right there, and then your bed, there's about, what, maybe 2 feet between it? He's in front of the radiator, so there's about a foot between him and the bed. And this is what he get. That's the first thing, okay? And then...
Wait, did something just pass him?
Uh-huh. And then, as you're watching...
But he would have had to go through the bed.
Look.
Wow.
As he pans back, I think... Did I go too far? I might have gone too far. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I went too far. Hold up, there it was.
I don't mind if you don't. Yeah, I want to see that again. Anyway.
There you go. Yeah. And as he's panning back, watch it walks back. And it should be any second now.
Wow.
Wow.
And he didn't see it when he was recording.
Isn't that crazy?
And then his wife asked me if it was nothing. I was like, no, that looks like a woman. So I slowed it down and really watched it. I said, you could see her hair. And I said, that's a woman. Well, I tried to walk. You have to walk through the bed to get that distance.
Right.
That's insane.
And that was fast, too.
Wow.
It was fast. Thank you for showing us.
Thank you so much.
This is the window, and this is coming out of the wall that's on the inside there. Look at the hair.
Yeah.
Look at the hand.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's wild.
It's a lady. I think it's Mary. That's one of our spirits here in the house.
Wow.
And
That's
then
intense.
this one was taken up here in the attic. I had 4 people on my tour. It was right after they started letting us come back up after COVID. Husband, wife, husband. The husband was sitting right about where that dark spot is on the bench. He's the last guy in the row. This is the last man in the row. But look, last guy.
Oh.
Wow, that's pretty distinct.
Jeez, that is really distinct.
Wow.
Yes, that is definitely something.
Wow, this place is incredible.
It is.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
so much
Love it
stuff
here.
that goes on here.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
You too, guys. Thank you. What's going on, guys? Editing Nunzi here. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching our Gettysburg mini-series. I hope you guys enjoyed the Farnsworth House Inn. We really want to go back there, so I think I'm going to go ahead and set a goal. If we hit 150 likes on this video, we will return to the Farnsworth House Inn. And let me tell you, look, you might have to talk Lexi into it, but if Lexi doesn't want to do it, I will stay in the room, even if it's by myself. So if you want to see me stay in the Farnsworth House room, maybe by myself potentially if Lexi chickens out and goes to a Hilton, smash that like button, get us to 150 likes. Thank you guys so much for your support. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this with your friends, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.